everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to write your USC supplemental essays and how to get accepted into USC, my alma mater. Make sure you watch the entire video because I'm going to walk you through this process step by step. And using this exact strategy, I've helped more than 500 students get accepted into their dream colleges: Harvard, MIT, NYU, USC, UMich, you name it. So don't worry, you're in good hands. Let's get started. Be sure to click the subscribe button down below where you see that arrow, or here, so that you'll be updated when I release new videos on college admissions, essays and strategies, and much more. So let's get straight to the point. USC is getting incredibly competitive. This year, the acceptance rate was at 13%, which was a 3% drop from the previous year. So now USC stands at acceptance rate of 13%. And you might be wondering, gosh, why is it so hard to get accepted? Why is acceptance rate going down and down? And the reason is quite simple. More students are applying and they have better SAT scores, GPA, a lot of accomplishments, extracurriculars. So it's really important to use the supplemental essays and the common application essay to stand out. If you need additional support with writing your common application essay, I'm also going to insert a link down below in the description box so that you can check that out. But today we're going to talk all about USC supplemental essays. So going back to the USC supplemental essays, you want to make sure that what you write is not cliche or it's not one of those rags to riches stories. And you really want to be able to showcase your qualities and values in a way that lets them know, wow, this student is different. This student really has something that we haven't seen in our essays or applications before. And I know that sounds hard, but don't worry. I'm going to give you the exact process that my students used who got accepted into USC, and that includes my little brother as well. Option number 1. USC believes that one learns best when interacting with people of different backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives. Tell us about a time you were exposed to a new idea or when your beliefs were challenged by another point of view. Prompt number 2, describe something outside of your intended academic focus about which you are interested in learning. Prompt number 3, what is something about yourself that is essential to understanding you? So out of these 3 prompts, you probably feel stuck already. You're like, okay, which one should I use and which one's really going to help me showcase my experiences and values and etc. And the best way to approach this is to ask yourself a couple of core questions. So maybe in your common application essay, you wrote something about an activity that is very important to you. But as you know, common application is an essay, 650 words, where you sort of document your life and show them what you went through, and it's just kind of like the big picture essay with a really strong value. Now, for the supplemental essays, it enables you to dig deeper, right? So maybe in your common application essay, you wrote about how you decided to tutor elementary school students at a local elementary school, and you really didn't get a chance to dig deeper with what went on, what you learned, who you helped, or how you made an impact on one of those kids, right? And so what you could do is you can expand on that by using one of the USC supplemental essays. Now, you might be thinking, well, doesn't that mean that I'm repeating this content twice? And obviously, that's what I want you to be careful with. You don't want to repeat the content twice and show them the same reasoning twice. So you want to show different sides of one activity. So in the common application essay, maybe you wrote about why you decided to go for that tutoring program or what triggered you to do so, right? And then in the supplemental essays, you can dig deeper with what you taught them, how they changed, how they transformed, and how you felt at the end of the day, focusing more on you actually going through that experience. And that really shows different angles and perspectives to one activity, shows that you're very invested, passionate, because you are taking different perspectives and angles. And once you identify that primary activity of yours that you want to dive into more, it's going to give you more clarity as to which prompt is going to be a better fit for you. And let's say, for instance, in your common application, you already wrote about how you learn best when you interact with different people and you wrote a little bit of the diversity element, then you don't want to talk about that one more time using the supplemental essays. And so then you know, okay, prompt one is not going to be the best option for me, which leaves you with number 2 and 3. And do keep in mind that you typically don't want to write about your academic interest for prompt number 1, just because prompt number 2 gives you the space to talk about it. But let's say you are really interested in a research topic, or you are really interested in something academic that makes you so happy and come alive and excited, then you can go ahead and use that for prompt number 2. So to wrap it all up, you want this prompt number 1 to be a place where you showcase your values and your passion and your interest, and a way for you to dig deeper. A couple of my favorite values include empathy, vulnerability, resilience, persistence, and etc. And you do want to avoid the ones that are a little bit more cliche. But let's say that you already wrote about your primary activity in your common application essay, then of course you can use this space to talk about other experiences such as a research assistantship, or you work part-time for at Starbucks, or you did an internship, or you did a summer program, and etc. So you want to be able to use the space to tell them about something that they don't know, and that's the core message that you need to understand when writing prompt number 1. So if you're repeating the same content, if you're repeating the same values, you definitely don't want to do that. Moving on to USC Supplemental Essay number 2. Describe how you plan to pursue your academic interest at USC. Please feel free to address your first and second choice major selections, and this prompt has a word limit of 250 words. This prompt is very straightforward and simple. USC wants to know why you are a great fit for USC and the major you're applying for. So if you're going to write something like, I want to attend USC because it has the best business program, or I'm eager to study at USC because I would love to work with renowned professors and faculty members and research centers. If you write something like that, and I've seen this so many times and that's why I'm warning you, you are literally wasting your space. Why are you wasting your space? It's because they already know that. They know that USC is known for business programs. They know that they have a good medical program. They know that students can work with faculty and professors and do research together. You want to tell them why you are a great fit for the school and for the major. So if you say something like that, something that's very general and something that they already know, that tells me nothing about you. So keep that in mind. So instead, what do you write? You want to talk about how you have a plan that you want to study this major, you want to work with these professors, and you know exactly what classes you want to take, you know who you want to work with, you know what research initiative interest you, and you know how you're going to utilize the resources that USC provides so that you are learning more, growing more, and getting closer to your academic and professional goals. Let them know that you are curious, you are driven, you have all the specific details down, and you want to get across the message that USC is the perfect place to do so. You need to sound passionate. You need to be passionate that USC is the perfect fit for you. So in terms of the word count, I would spend about 70% talking about your first major and the remaining 30% talking about your second major. And the question that I get asked often is, do they need to relate to each other? And that's yes and no. If you feel like you want to go for business for your first major and international relations for your second, then they do overlap in certain areas, so you could make that connection. So let's say, for instance, you are interested in majoring business, but then you also want to learn more about anthropology or language or something like that, and you don't really see a relationship between the two, and you don't really want to connect those two together, but they're just purely your separate interests, and you could also mention that too. But you do want to spend majority of your time talking about your first major, then your second major, just so that you have more space to write about the specific details and reasons why you think you're a good fit for this program. The last piece here is the USC short answer. These are short answers for them to just get a feel for your personality, but I still consider them quite important. That's because it's another opportunity for you to show who you are, what you value, and a little bit of your personality. The best tip for answering these questions, and I know that they come out in other supplemental essays too, is to be really honest with your response and don't try to make it sound like you need to please someone or you want to show a really good side of you, because then they sort of know that, right? And you need to understand that a lot of other students will do that as well. So authentic responses are the best, but you do want to keep it professional and you do want to write about something that shows your values, qualities, personalities, hobbies, interest, anything that makes who you are as a person, not a way for you to show who you think you should be to the college admission officers. You guys, now you know how to write the USC supplemental essays, and I walked you through the entire process step by step, what prompt to choose, how you should choose it, how you should write it, and etc. At the end of the day, they want to know whether you're a good fit for the school or not, so make sure that you keep that in mind. If you need additional support with writing your USC supplemental essays or any other colleges, you can go ahead and book a free strategy session with me where I'll walk you through where your essay needs additional support and also assess if we might be able to work together or not. If you want to join a community of high school students and parents just like you navigating through the college admission process, we have an awesome Facebook group, Conquer College Admissions. So be sure to check it out. I do lives and we post blogs and information and application deadlines and all the good stuff. So be sure to check it out. And I'll leave the link down below. Also, if you need more inspiration and clarity with the college admission process with experts from all industries, please check out my podcast, Demystifying College Admissions, where I interview admission officers, surgeons, lawyers, Harvard Law students, just so many awesome people where they share their strategies and tips with you guys as well. So check that out. The link will also be down below. If you like this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the like button and leave a comment below letting me know which prompt you're going to work on for your USC supplemental essay number 1. Let's take a look and see which one's the most popular one. And if you have any other questions, please comment them below and we'll get back to you. All right, have a great day and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.